interestingly, for those who say that Christians are not in favor of sexual pleasure, there was the largest and most comprehensive study on the subject of Americans and sex. It's called Sex in America, and it found that the people who have the most frequent and most orgasmic sex are married couples who go to worship once a week. And a friend of mine, the friend who told me about this study, pointed out that, and this friend of mine is married, he pointed out that it's no surprise that they worship once a week because they have a lot to be thankful for. One of my favorite movies is this 60s film called Bedazzled, starring Peter Cook and Dudley Moore. Not the remake with Brendan Fraser and Elizabeth Hurley. In this film, Peter Cook plays the devil, and there are scenes where he's shown doing various naughty things just to mess up people's lives. And one of the things that he does is he takes a book, like that book in the back. I mean, he actually takes a box of books, like that box in the back with Thrill of the Chase. Only it's a box of Agatha Christie novels that he's intercepted on their way to a bookstore. And Peter Cook, as the devil, pulls out each novel from the box, and with a box cutter knife, he methodically cuts out the last page of each of the books, and then neatly puts each book back in the box and seals it up and then sends it out. And I believe that that's an analogy for what our culture tells us about sex. The media, the popular culture, they want us to believe that they're telling us everything there is to know about sex. They want us to believe that, we're not going to hear about this from the church, from our faith, only Cosmopolitan, only HBO, only Miramax Film Studios is going to, show us, the full range of sex, from all the different kinds of sexual practices, all the different kinds of sexual relationships and tangles one can get into. But the culture's story that they give us on sex is missing the last page. The last page is marriage. The last page is openness to children, and it's only once you have that last page that the rest of the story all ties together, all makes sense, that you can really experience the full pleasure of sex, the way that God intended it to be experienced. So I wrote this book in the hope that people reading it would get the full story.